Many people will be serving sweet potatoes with their Thanksgiving dinner. How do you serve yours? I actually like mine plain baked with lots of butter. It may surprise you to learn the health benefits of this common vegetable. Hi, I'm Mary Bourne, traditional naturopath, and I love sharing natural remedies with people. Natural remedies have been around for hundreds, even thousands of years, like the plant that we're going to be discussing today. Natural remedies have been around that long because they work, and they work on humans. Sweet potatoes originated in Central and South America, but archaeologists have found prehistoric remnants of sweet potato in Polynesia from about 1000 AD to 1100 AD, according to radiocarbon dating. They've hypothesized that these ancient samples came from the western coast of South America. Sweet potatoes, let me get my slide going here. There we go. Sweet potatoes are full of beta carotenes and antioxidants, along with rich fiber. They come in a variety of colors like purple, red, white exterior with purple inside, white exterior with white inside. That one was a shocker for me. But also the orange skinned, orange outside is probably the most famous of all sweet potatoes. That's the one we all are very familiar with. Now, there are some people that call sweet potatoes yams, but actually yams come from a totally different family of vegetables. They figure that when the African slaves came over, that they were familiar with the term yams. And when they saw sweet potatoes, they likened them to the yams that they were used to. But like I said, they're totally different. Now they might have some similar beta carotenes and some antioxidant value, but it's totally different vegetable, which surprised me. So sweet potatoes contain a lot of essential fibers and magnesium that are critical in the prevention and the management of diabetes. Unless, of course, you serve it this way with marshmallows or brown sugar or any of those gussied up versions of sweet potatoes. Like I said, they're healthy if you serve them on their own and with lots of good butter. So the vegetable also has a moderately low glycemic index because they are so full of fiber. It slows the ability for the pancreas and the insulin response. So even though they're high in magnesium, each variety has their own health promotion. Now, the purple ones have been studied a lot, and I've actually never tasted this one. I have no way of telling if it tastes like the orange one or what it is, but I'm actually thinking of growing it next year because it is shown to be in studies inhibit growth of specific cancers. That includes breast cancer, gastric cancer, and colon cancer by inducing the cell death of these cancer cells. Now that's known as apoptosis. And when you inhibit cell growth to cancer, they die. So the vegetable's high anthocyanin content is believed to be the reason. Now, these anthocyanins are what make this particular vegetable purple. So there's more. Studies on the extracts from sweet potatoes have shown that the vegetable has chemicals that can help heal wounds and ulcers in the stomach. Thus, dietary consumption of sweet potatoes can be an effective treatment plan against major types of ulcers, including ethanol and aspirin-induced ulcers. Now, alcohol, ethanol. So please share these videos with your friends so that they can decide if it is right for them to try more natural ways to support health. If you are enjoying what you hear, give me a thumbs up and comment below and subscribe. If you comment, I love sharing my thoughts with you, and I will be happy to answer your comments. So how do you like your sweet potatoes? Do you eat them during the year or only at Thanksgiving? Or perhaps if you don't eat them, you will try them, knowing how good they are for your health. I'm certainly going to try that purple kind. So this is the way I love them, baked with lots of butter. The skins themselves are not that beneficial. There's no studies that show the skin is important, much like the pumpkin. You generally don't eat the skin of the pumpkin, nor do you eat the skin of the sweet potato. But in cardiovascular health, the dietary fibers in sweet potatoes are called soluble fiber. So that means now there's two kinds of fiber, soluble and insoluble. And insoluble is not digested, and it goes through and it sweeps up the colon, pulls out toxins and sends them out in stool form. The soluble kind are digested and they go through the bloodstream, mopping up toxins in the blood and lymph. So basically you want both types of fiber in your diet. Now, sweet potatoes contain high levels of vitamin A, C, and E, which is known as ACEs, and the ACEs have been studied for years, their health benefits in promoting healthy skin and hair and even organ tissues. So these vitamins are useful in when the skin has been damaged by UV light. So the vitamins also slow down the cell aging process in the skin, and I'm all for that. So it helps you keep a more youthful look. Now, if you weren't into sweet potatoes, maybe you can find a way to eat them now. So these same vitamins have been shown to be important for healthy vision. So I know that as one ages, their vision is often compromised. And so eating lots of vegetables that contain vitamin A and beta carotene is probably a good idea. Maybe that's why they recommend the carrot for vision, because it too, that orange vegetable, is very high in vitamin A and the beta carotenes. So there's also reports that it helps to manage your weight because sweet potatoes are very satisfying. They fill you up because of their fibers, and they are so beneficial. Now, the other thing is while you're waiting for that tuber to grow, because it takes a long time for sweet potatoes to actually form. And while they're forming, a lot of people will eat the greens, and they are as beneficial as spinach. But when you cook them, it gets rid of the oxalic acid, which some people are concerned about, like with spinach. So eating the sweet potato greens is another way to add some benefit to your diet. Not especially raw, but look. So I'm really looking forward to now. Sweet potatoes are easy to grow, they say. You go to the store or market and you get a sweet potato that's organically grown and you stick it in some water, much like if you've ever done the avocado pit type of thing. You put toothpicks in it and suspend it. So part of it is in the water, part of it's above the water. The part that's in the water will grow roots, but that's not what you plant. What you plant are what are called the slips, and those grow from the sides of the sweet potato. So you can see here, the eyes, that's where you'll get the slips. Then you, once they're 2 to 3 inches long, you cut those off, and then those are put into water or some light soil, and that's what grows the root. So interesting. I'm going to have to go through and watch a video again. I hope that maybe you'll think about growing sweet potato slips. I'd love to hear from you how you use sweet potatoes and what you think of these videos. I'd also like to know what herbs or plants do you want to know more about. I have a plethora of videos on a variety of herbs and plants and things that may be called weeds, but we could eat them in a pinch. So I hope that you look through the other videos I have on my website or on my YouTube channel, and get control of your health by focusing on healthy foods. Food is our medicine, but it can also be our downfall. So I want to thank you for sharing this video and looking into it. I appreciate your viewing it. I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving, and that it is of much cheer and joy. And I look forward to sharing the next video with you. And until next time, this is Dr. Mary for the Health of It.